A fire has ripped through Zone O at Khayamandi out in Stellenbosch. Very strong winds are currently making clearing and early rebuilding efforts extremely difficult, with the local ward councillor warning people to vacate that particular area. Winelanda Disaster Risk Management, the local municipality and the Gift of the Givers are on the scene. A severe weather warning at level 9 has been issued for certain parts of the province, with strong wind and torrential rains expected over the next 2 days. Our reporter Mariska Botha is in Khayamandi.
We are coming to you from Khayamandi, just outside Stellenbosch in the Cape Winelands, where in Zone O, at the last count, at least 200 shacks were destroyed in a fire that started late yesterday afternoon. And we understand at this point, early estimations are that around between 1,500 and 2,000 people have been affected by this fire. And of course, the dangerous situation at this point is that a severe weather warning has been issued for parts of the Western Cape. In some areas, it's as high as level 9, where people have been warned of very, very strong wind, and they're expecting torrential rain as well. And people have been actually warned to leave this area because of the wind. I'm going to step out of shot so you can see, and Lucanio Mazansana, my colleague, will show you. The corrugated iron sheets were flying around a little bit earlier, making it very, very dangerous. But people are resilient as ever when a tragedy like this strikes, immediately starting to clear the area, scraping the ground, gathering what they can to start rebuilding. Of course, as I said a little bit earlier, just to tell you a bit more, you can see the dark clouds that's gathering over the mountains in the back there. There is, of course, very, very severe weather that will start coming in tonight. Already we felt a little bit of drizzles starting to fall, and the wind will pick up very, very strongly. In about 50 kilometers from here in Sea Point, the wind was gusting very, very strongly as well. People across the Western Cape are being warned to be very cautious, to not leave their homes if possible, to shutter windows if they can, because the weather they're expecting is going to be very, very severe. There is fears that in some areas we could see the same kind of flooding as we did in September last year, when it was record-breaking rain that fell across the province, destroying roads, destroying bridges, causing great damage to infrastructure, of course causing injuries, losses to crops and the like. So there is fear that the same kind of weather will start to move in from tonight. But right now the community is queuing to our right. Gift of the Givers is on the scene. They have started the process of distributing hot meals. People are walking around, each with a little container with lovely acne, and they are also handing out blankets. They're working down the list after they gathered as much information as possible yesterday of those that have been affected here, to give to the people that were affected first, and then help the rest that might also be in need, that is in this area. We spoke to community members a little bit earlier who told us that this is the third major fire in the last several years, and the devastation is everywhere. When we turned a corner and we came into the area, we were shocked about what met us here and what we saw here. Of course, we also spoke to Alisa Blay a little bit earlier of Gift of the Givers, telling us that they are being inundated at the moment with calls for help from people across the greater parts of the Western Cape that has already been affected by strong wind. We know of structures that has been blown over. We know of trees that has fallen over. So the people of the Western Cape is warned, please be very, very careful over the next few days, as there's a very strong weather system that it's making its way to the Western Cape and will make landfall by this evening.